Hey guys, I'm Coach Greg, owner of Body Boot Camp, and I'm gonna get you in the best shape of your life. All right, it's gonna start with these deadlifts. That's what we're talking about today. My model here is Lo Carner. She's been a friend and a client of mine for some years now. I want to give you a little bit of briefing because she is one of my shining stars in here. She's a great boot camper. She has access to our gym 24/7 with our OG membership. She started off playing softball through high school. She won a national championship. She went under, after that, her own weight loss journey, where she lost 150 pounds. Can you believe that? All right, this girl didn't always look like this. She turned herself, after that weight loss, into a competitive power lifter, where recently, not too recently, but last year she competed and deadlifted 386 pounds. All right, so we got 65 pounds on this bar for her to do some demonstrations with, and Lo is gonna show you a lot about the deadlift form, and I'm gonna talk y'all through it here. So, first thing we're gonna discuss is just the general mechanics of this lift. She's got a nice hip width stance on her feet right here, and she's going to grab the bar with her hands just outside of her legs. That way her arms aren't fighting for the same space that her legs are. Right here, see how I can reach up through here? That's a necessity. If your arm and your legs touching, you're gonna end up with your knees knocking because your arm's gonna be pushing up. All right, so before we lift, we're gonna drop the butt down. Try to make sure that the hips are as low as we can. She's got the back nice and flat here. Go ahead and lift up right there. Nice smooth hip bend. You see she's keeping that barbell in real close. We're putting the weight evenly dispersed across the feet here. So as she drops up, she's got weight in her toes and her heels, as well as the inside and the outside of her foot. All right, you see her back is keeping a nice flat posture. There's no roundness right here. As she goes down, it stays good and flat. I can put a glass of water right there. And she's hip hinging. So as she drops that bar to the ground, her hips are sinking back. And as she stands up, she's bringing those hips right back into place, aligning with the shoulders and the knees. All right, another variation of deadlift that really changes the game for you. It's gonna put a lot of emphasis on the inner thigh and the glute. Maybe take a little bit of pressure off of the lower back and help the upper back get engaged in this. It's called a sumo deadlift. Your feet are nice and wide, wider than shoulder stance, all right? If you're here, that's not wide. You need to get out there. Have those toes facing outward at a 30 to 45 degree angle. You gotta find that comfort zone, all right? We're all built differently. Find out where your hip is gonna rotate. All right, feel that out. And then you're gonna grip the bar in closer. That bar's gonna be inside the legs here. All right, all the mechanics stay the same. Bar stays in close. Weight evenly dispersed across the feet. Go ahead and give me a few reps here. Back nice and flat, smooth hip hinge, all the same stuff, y'all. It's not magic, it's just good form. All right, she's got a lot of practice with this, so if your first try doesn't look this good, keep in mind, she's got super lightweight here, all right? You can start really light. She can lift literally a couple 100 pounds more than this for reps. So keep it light in the beginning and give yourself some leeway. Let yourself get some practice in before you're too hard on yourself and just go, I can't do it. All right, guys, we're gonna talk about adding weight. When we get up there in the weight a little bit more, we're jumping up from 65 to 95 pounds. A couple things you can do to help yourself, all right? We realize that grip strength is what normally gives out, so we're gonna talk about a switch grip. Get on in here with us up close and personal. Lo's got back to that hip width conventional stance. She's gonna go one underhand, one overhand. All right, that switch grip. Go ahead and hit a couple good deadlifts there. That opposition of force creates almost a trap for that barbell in your hands, and it takes a lot of pressure off your fingers, all right? It's gonna make your grip a lot better, all right? Here's the one thing when we start going heavier. Go ahead and wrap around there. We're gonna talk about positioning. You can take deep breaths if you need to. We're gonna talk about the positioning of the shoulders and the mid-back, all right? So, you can go too heavy, all right? Especially all my heavy hitter fellas. Y'all gotta humble yourself sometimes, get the ego in check, all right? Make sure we're lifting heavy enough to challenge ourselves, but we're not breaking form. So, one of the main things in our deadlift that we gotta make sure we keep is tension through the shoulder blades. You're trapped right here, all right? Get in here up close and personal with us. Do that, lengthen your trap for me. All right, this trap muscle right here, it goes laterally. She's got it long. Now shorten that, she pulls the shoulders back, that muscle gets shorter. So we're gonna try to contract that muscle, keep it short like that as you do your whole deadlift, all right? So we're gonna do one the right way. Keep that trap short for me. All right, see how our back stayed nice and flat, our shoulders stay back, and then let's go ahead and do one all jacked up. Terrible back rounds out. All right, swing out here for me. We're gonna do 2 reps here. We lose support through the mid back of that lumbar. It goes round, all the tension goes into the lower back and the glutes. All right, the neck is gonna feel awful tomorrow. Maybe we won't have you do any more of those, but it can get nasty real quick. And you may find yourself, if you're lifting heavy and you got great form for like 3 or 4 reps, but then that 5th one, you notice that back starts to round out, those shoulders creep forward. Stop, all right? Lighten the weight up, do a drop set. You can do 3 or 4 on this and then go to the next barbell that's a little bit lighter and keep on going, all right? Because if you're doing it with the wrong form, you're not gonna get all the benefits and you can hurt yourself. All right, we're gonna talk about the track bar. I love this thing. It has a couple benefits for you, especially if you want to either work on your thighs. It's gonna help take pressure away from the lower back as well. All right, so if that's you, this is where you need to be. We're going to have the added benefit of the hands being on the side of the body instead of having to reach to the front of the body for the bar. So that's gonna be able to change your center of gravity. Go ahead and drop those hips down. You can get the butt a little lower and your spine, instead of being so bent over, is a little more vertical on this, all right? Then it's just a squat. Everything else is the same as we talked about over here. The shoulders staying back, not letting them round out forward, keeping that spine nice and straight, keeping the knees in alignment with the ankles as you drop down. All right, again, the benefits here helps you build more strength up here in the upper back. Definitely takes pressure off the lower back, and it takes away a little bit of tension through the hamstrings and the glutes and puts it up here in the quads and hips instead. If you're a beginner, do not be ashamed. Start small. Lowe's demonstrating a kettlebell deadlift that we are doing the exact same way that we do a trap bar deadlift. She's going very low, but if you don't have that kind of hip mobility, stop halfway and then come right back up. All right? You just take baby steps. You'd be surprised after doing 2 or 3 workouts like this, eventually you can move up to 25-pound kettlebells from the 15s. And the next thing you know, you'll be over here in the trap bar. And the next thing you know, you'll be over here on the big bar. And the next thing you know, you'll be in the best shape of your life. You see what I'm saying? That's how we get it done, you guys. Deadlift proper, and let's get in that shape.